No, that's not too fast. I'll get too short.
Yeah, really. You guys could get some good videotapes of your argument. Sending them to me.
That'd be something to, you know, that'll probably be part of history and shit. Look at that. All kinds of
camera crews from everywhere.
Yeah, I know it, man.
Massively.
From all over the world, huh? Hey, wait a minute, homie. What's going on?
Pictures of this, please.
Oh, sure. Thanks.
You should sit on Mommy's feet. Mommy's feet are soft.
Oh, shut up.
And we'd also like to thank the Seattle Center and the City of Seattle for letting us use their grounds here, and the radio stations, DN, KSW, and KXRX for joining together to make this possible, and the people at Mon-Key for helping out as well, and all of you for joining us. I know it's been a long weekend for everyone. It's been for us. The main thing we'd like everyone to remember is that we're going to get through this. It's okay. And you need to get rest. You need to make sure that you eat. And there's a lot of people out here that are all working together to make this thing go on in a positive way. I'd like to introduce to you now Reverend Steve Tolles, who is the minister that is going to be doing the memorial service for Kurt's family and immediate friends. And here he is. Thank you.
Like a wind crying through the universe, time carries with it the names and the deeds of commoners and conquerors alike. And all that we were and all that remain are in the memories of those who cared.
Wow. I guess Kurt's music is like one of the reasons I wanted to do radio in the first place. It's just some real honest music. I don't think any of the three of us really feel particularly comfortable being up here. Coming up, we've got a message from Courtney and a message from Chris. And you have a thing to read from his uncle?
Yeah, the three of us feel really peculiar being up here today because it's a situation that's really difficult to address, and I think that, that everybody getting together here is a very important thing to let a lot of stuff go, and to show each other that there are other people feeling the same way that you feel, and to let go of some of what you might feel. I know that everybody out there's life has been affected by Kurt Cobain's music, the way mine has, the way Damon's has, the way Scotty's has. You know, basically I kind of look at it as if, you know, I don't know if I would have a job if it weren't for Kurt's music. And you know, I don't think that I've come across something that's moved me as much as Nirvana's music has in a real long time. Peeked out the window into the yard. There was Kurt with some kind of contraption on his head that resembled a tinfoil hat, sneaking around the yard, followed by a half a dozen laughing toddlers. Kurt had that $1 million grin on his face, and I could tell he was definitely in Nirvana. I guess you could say he was the Pied Piper of compassion. I hope that these little examples of happiness will help to show that even though Kurt experienced pain in his teenage years, he still did not let that pain stop him from loving life as fully as he could. We should never condemn Kurt for leaving us. We should instead look inward and thank him for loving us enough to share his feelings with us. Let us all learn that no amount of pain should ever stop us from loving life. We must all maintain respect for the significance of our own lives as well as for the lives of others. That was written by Larry Smith, Kurt's uncle by marriage. And I didn't know if I was going to make it through that. Once again, I just wanted to say thanks for coming out. Courtney and Chris Novoselic recorded something for you guys to hear today, which we're going to be playing a little bit later. Also, we've got a poet that is going to come up and say some of his work. So thank you.
Thank you.
I don't really know what to say. I feel the same way you guys do. If you guys don't think, but I used to sit in this room when he played guitar and sang and feel so honored to be near him. You're crazy. Anyway, he left a note. It's more like a letter to the fucking editor. I don't know what happened. I mean, it was gonna happen. But it could have happened when he was 40. He always said he was gonna outlive everybody and be 120. I'm not gonna read you all the note because it's none of the rest of your fucking business, but some of it is to you. I don't really think it takes away his dignity to read this, considering that it's addressed to most of you. He's such an asshole. I want you all to say asshole really loud.
Asshole!
This note should be pretty easy to understand. All the warnings from the Punk Rock 101. Curses over the years since my first introduction to the, shall we say, ethics involved with independence and the embracement of your community has proven to be very true. I haven't felt the excitement of listening to as well as creating music, along with really writing something for too many years now. I feel guilty beyond words about these things. For example, when we're backstage and the lights go out and the manic roar of the crowd begins, it doesn't affect me the way in which it did for Freddie Mercury, who seemed to love and relish in the love and adoration from the crowd. Well, Kurt, so fucking what? Then don't be a rock star, you asshole. Which is something I totally admire and envy. The fact is, I can't fool you, any one of you. It simply isn't fair to you or to me. The worst crime I can think of would be to pull people off by faking it and pretending as if I'm having 100% fun. No, Kurt, the worst crime I can think of is for you to just continue being a rock star when you fucking hate it and just fucking stop. Sometimes I feel as I should have a punch-in time clock before I walk out on stage. I've tried everything within my power to appreciate it, and I do. God, believe me, I do, but it's not enough. I appreciate the fact that I and we have affected and entertained a lot of people. I must be one of those narcissists who only appreciate things when they're alone. I'm too sensitive. Oh. I need to be slightly numb in order to regain the enthusiasm I once had as a child. On our last 3 tours, I've had a much better appreciation of all the people I've known personally and as fans of our music, but I still can't get out the frustration, the guilt, and the empathy I have for everybody. There's good in all of us, and I simply love people too much. So why didn't you just fucking stay? So much that it makes me feel too fucking sad. The sad, little, sensitive, unappreciative Pisces Jesus man. Oh, shut up, bastard. Why don't you just enjoy it? I don't know. Then he goes on to say personal things to me that are none of your damn business. Personal things of Francis that are none of your damn business. I have it good, very good, and I'm grateful. But since the age of 7, I've become hateful towards all humans in general, only because it seems so easy for people to get along and have empathy. Empathy. Only because I love and feel for people too much, I guess. Thank you all from the pit of my burning, nauseous stomach for your letters and concern during the last years. I'm too much of an erratic, moody person, and I don't have the passion anymore. And so remember, and don't remember this because this is a fucking lie. It's better to burn out than to fade away. God, you asshole. Peace, love, empathy, Kurt Cobain. And then there's some more personal things that are none of your damn businesses. And just remember, this is all bullshit. But I want you to know one thing. 80s tough love bullshit, it doesn't work. It's not real. It doesn't work. I should have let him, we all should have let him have his numbness. We should have let him have the thing that made him feel better, that made his stomach feel better. We should have let him have it instead of trying to strip away his skin. You go home and you tell your parents, don't you ever try that tough love bullshit on me, because it doesn't fucking work. That's what I think. And I'm laying in our bed, and I'm really sorry. And I feel the same way you do. I'm really sorry, you guys. I don't know what I could have done. I wish I'd have been here. And I wish I hadn't listened to other people. But I did. Every night I've been sleeping with his mother, and I wake up in the morning, I think it's him, because our body's sort of the same. And I have to go now. Just tell him he's a fucker, okay? Just say, fucker, you're a fucker. And that you love him.
On behalf of Dave, Pat, and I would like to thank you all for your concern at this time. We remember Kurt for what he was, caring, generous, and sweet. Let's keep the music with us. We'll always have it, forever. Kurt had an ethic toward his fans that was rooted in the punk rock way of thinking. No band is special, no player royalty. If you've got a guitar and a lot of soul, just bang something out and mean it. You're the superstar. Plugged in the tones and rhythms that are uniquely and universally human. Music. Heck, use your guitar as a drum. Just catch the groove and let it flow out of your heart. That's the level that Kurt spoke to us on, in our hearts. And that's where he and the music will always be, forever.
Right now, I'd like to introduce to Sue Eastgard from the Crisis Clinic.